This is Suburban Prepper. I gotta say good morning, if there is such a thing. This has been, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, a pretty traumatic week. One, of course, 9/11, which has affected me as a soldier, as an American, and even more so now as a veteran. But I'm not here about me. Even more so now, Charlie Kirk, how they, our enemy, just took him out. I can't forget about that. Someone that has an opinion, taken out, and they don't like it. And now the backlash of people who talk jive about them, they're paying for it now, and that's good. Explain. There we go. Well, I found a new trend that what people are doing now, the enemy, is they're quoting Charlie Kirk, but at the same time, they're taking out cuts of what he said and not the whole statement to prove a point. And of course, their point to prove, even in death, was that he was a racist, he was a fascist, and whatever else you wanted to call him. That's all they want to prove. That's all they care to prove. So what the media is doing, of course, the left-wing media, of course, is they're taking these clips out of context and publishing them as if. Now, if I gave a speech about how I dislike Nazis, okay, which of course I hate Nazis, but you could take out that word dis, okay, and then clip that out, and there we go. There's the whole speech. It's been changed around. So it's basically a lie. The left is spreading more lies. They just can't stop it. They can't help themselves. And that's the good thing, because they can't help themselves. They're giving us, their enemy, more evidence of their lies. Our eyes are opening up. I hope your eyes are opening up too. I never once believed in when you like a channel or don't watch the show or don't go to their TV or watch their media. But the only way the only way to stop the leftists from propagating their message is to not listen to their message, to stop watching their news propaganda, to stop listening to their podcast lies. The only way to stop the left, socialist communists, okay, let's just call them what they are, is at this point in the game, voting these people out of office. Yeah, it's a civil war. We're in the peaceful process of it. They've been at war with us since the 1980s. Let's just be honest. I mean, even growing up as a kid, I remember watching how they jive talk President Reagan or jive talk Bush Sr. or under Obama did, or under the dementia that Biden had, or hide facts about Kamala. I mean, so how can we repudiate that? How can we expunge that? Well, one, people, we don't vote for rhinos. To me, a libertarian is one person Anyone that goes along with this part of their agenda, they need to be voted out. I can't say that for pretty much every rhino I could say that for. I can't say it for every other non-Democrat or Republican like libertarians. That's not a fair statement. That's honestly bad on my part. That's how I feel. At least these people on the left, we know that they're our enemy. To me, the far worst are the ones that are afraid to take a side or make the comment, well, there's both sides have done bad things. Tell me where. And I want to be corrected on this, and I hope I'm not. Tell me where the okay. Why is she stopping? Anyway, you're supposed to stop, yeah, but they didn't have the lights out yet. It's a school bus. Tell me where a right-wing person, okay, has done something to left-wing people. Okay. Tell me where did that transvestite that killed those kids praying in church at school, was that a right-winger? So the boy that the punk that killed Charlie Kirk, and I'm not going to mention his name because I choose not to. They lead the report with this man whose parents were Trump supporters. Forget the fact that this guy was an Antifa socialist, whatever supporter. They don't lead with that. They lead with the fact that his dad was a Republican. I feel bad for the dad. I mean, I really do. He had to turn his son in, knowing that his son is going to be executed. And I feel bad because what did he do? Well, how did he raise his son wrong? What happened that he raised his son so wrong that his son thought it was okay to kill people who thought differently than him? Where did that? I know where it happened, and I know why it happened. The boy was 22. So for the past 10 years, the Democrats, the media, by any means necessary, they would tell us. By any means necessary. So in some of these kids' brains, by any means necessary is exactly what that means. I still say that this boy had a lot of support from higher ups. You just can't conduct that kind of operation without some support. And I hope that state and local law enforcement finds the other people. Apparently he made some comments on a internet page or something. Investigate those people. It's never right to want to take somebody out because you disagree with them politically. That's never right. That's the wrong way to do things. It's not up to the individual to declare war. It's up to the state. Sadly, in our case of our civil war that we have going on right now, they've declared war on us 10 years ago, honestly. In 2015, they declared war on us officially. They've attacked us. They've attacked our beliefs. They've tried to take away our rights. And you've had some naysayers, some people that will sit on the sideline and say, well, both sides have done bad. Both sides are equally wrong. And I say, bull to that. It's always the left. It's the left that's wrong. And it's not a two-sided problem. It's a one-sided problem. So right now, like I say, the solution The solution is to ignore the media. The solution is to not listen to these people. Absolutely quit watching the mainstream channels. Don't watch them. Don't go to their movies. Don't subscribe to their special channels anymore. I'm not going to give you their names. You know who they are. Quit watching those news channels, the leftist leaning news channels. Just quit watching them. Make them go under. They rely on advertiser support to function. Well, if there's nobody watching, if half the nation quit watching them the way they did, they would have no more revenue and they would be defunct and something else would grow in its place. Yeah, something else would take their place. It always happens. Like Newsmax would take over. There would be more growth. We have plenty of conservative media outlets, small and big, Breitbart, Newsmax, Fox, whatever you want to say about them, or however you disagree with them. One America News Channel, and a bunch of small, or not quite so small, a bunch of people on the radios. We have plenty of ways of getting our media, getting our message. And you can make your own podcasts. You can start making your own videos, spreading your own message of truth. We have to report these elected officials that spread lies and spread mistruths. We have to report these media that spread lies and spread mistruths and expose them. And God forbid, I don't want any violence on these people. Okay? Don't do anything like that. Don't stoop down to their level that they've stooped down to. They've tried to assassinate our president twice. They assassinated Scalise. They killed Charlie Kirk. They're the evil ones. Where, again, I can't think of it. And one time, I honestly can't think of one time where someone in the name of a conservative did somebody do something like that. Can you? Or am I just way off base here? Yeah, you're going to have some of these people that do these bad things. They're going to have that crazy conservative uncle or that dad that watches the conservative media. I don't know. If I could turn in my child, I don't know. That is just so. You wouldn't have a choice, would you? I mean, they've committed crimes against society. Okay, they have to pay the price. I guess the trick is don't let them get down to that level first. We need to start teaching our kids conservative values. We need to start teaching our kids about God and family. That's it, isn't it? It's God. It's family. That's what the left hates. Because it takes a community, like Hillary said. Spiritual, but not religious. That's the one of the phrases that people say now, which means nothing, absolutely nothing. Spiritual about what? Spiritual about nothing. I don't even know what the hell the word spiritual means in that context. Acknowledging, disavowing. I've lost some people on my channel, and I guess that's a good thing because they weren't going to like my message anyway. I've never hid my conservative values, as a prepper channel. Why do I prepare? Why am I a prepper? And why do I do prepper stuff? Well, I do it for family. What's the Old Testament about, really? What's the New Testament? A lot of that is about preparing. The story of Noah's Ark, prepping. Think about it. I'm not a biblical scholar, but a lot of the context in the Bible is about preparing for the next life in this one. Now, I'm not so much into preparing for the next life kind of channel in this one. I'm preparing for SHTF, which sounds like to me something we're getting into. So if speaking about family and God and other conservative values offends you, then yeah, go ahead and undo my channel and leave your comment if you want. I don't care. But if you're open enough to listen to somebody you may not agree with, hey, you're welcome. I know that nobody's going to agree on everything, right? But there's got to be some fundamentals that we all agree on that make us conservatives. I know what my tests are, what I consider a conservative to be. And I don't reject others if they don't follow that these same exact principles. For me, and they're my own. Whatever is for you is for you. And one thing I don't ever want to do, and I never want to see anyone do this, is to condemn someone to hell. What power did God give you to say that you can tell someone to go to hell, they're going to do it? Who gave you that power? God didn't. And let's just be honest too, from the biblical to the spiritual to the demonic. There are demons on this planet. Some of these demons are people, and they do demonic things to destroy what God has created. Why? That's what they do. I was listening to a preacher, preacher of a church, made comments about Charlie Kirk out of context. He couldn't have any sympathy for the family or for the man. He had to allude to him a racist. And that was his, but yet he said, no one should go like that. But he never listened to his real message. Because if he did, he wouldn't say those things. I could say that at least I understand the liberals' message. I don't agree with it, but I do take the time to listen to it. How can I counter something if I don't hear the whole thing? How can I find common ground with somebody if I don't hear what they have to say? When you just want to hear certain select tidbits of information, you've already formed your opinion, you've already formed your hatred. So, what has this got to do with prepping? Well, it has to do with society. And what happens in society when bad things happen? People protest. What happens when people protest? The things that you prep for come into play. Goods and services being stopped. Travel being stopped. Commerce being stopped. How are you prepared for all that? I don't do doom and gloom prepping. And realistically, I don't prep for an atomic warfare because it's a futile point if you're going to depends. There isn't much the average person is going to do to survive an atomic blast. So why make fear videos about it? Is it good to have that knowledge base? Yeah, but I like to think that I make prepping with a medical side to it because of my medical background and prepping in general relevant. And now more than ever, it's important to have that mutual assistance group within that 10-mile perimeter of where you live at. Now more than ever, it's so important. Have you done that? Have you looked out for people that are like-minded, that are in 12 miles of 10 miles of where you live? Because you can ride a bike to get to someone's house 10 miles away and ride back quite easily. You can hike 12 miles if you're in shape, 15-minute mile, 12-minute mile if you jog it real slow. Something you can do. It's a doable distance for a local mutual assistance group. That's why I've always talked about mutual assistance groups and how important they are. Now's the time more than ever. Now's the time more than ever to start going to your church and seeking out those who are like-minded like you are. But be wary. You can have demonic figures inside your church. I know my church has had that. My religion has done that. It's not my religion. People in my religion that have done bad things. So be careful of who you pick in your church. And I've talked with other Catholics, some of whom are my patients, and I don't dwell on the religious aspect of it, but they don't know my political views. And I tell them, my place is a place of healing where you come for medical care. It's not a political opinion. Some of them can't just help but tell me what they think. So you can be of the same religion, but have a complete different political view. So just be wary of that. So here's the message, folks. Here's what they're trying to do. Same old thing. They're going back to the same old tactic of, if someone disagrees with you, you're either a racist or a Nazi or a fascist, right? That's their playbook. That's what they've been doing for the last decade. And two, because of all the violence, they want more gun control. So that way, they take away your guns, you have no way of defending your First Amendment rights. Think about it, folks. That's what they want to do. That's the Communist Manifesto in a nutshell. They're the fascists. They're the Nazis. That's what Hitler did. Took away everyone's guns in the 30s. And then they were these four people were defenseless. Or even worse, like many of the Germans at the time, they did nothing. They watched it and stood by and did nothing as bad things happened to people. We can't let this repeat itself in Western society. We can't let it happen. I don't know. So that's my spiel about that aspect of prepping. Now I'm going to talk about my public persona of prepping. I have a YouTube channel, as you can see. I have a website at suburbanprepper.com. And now I have an Amazon storefront at Amazon storefront Suburban Prepper. You can link it in my, you know what? Honestly, I don't even know if I do have a link to it in my page. I don't have it on every video. I need to get that going. I got humbled a little bit this past weekend. I submitted 3 videos so I could start doing like video reviews of products on and get compensated as a influencer. So I got to make a living somehow. And Amazon rejected my 3 videos. Now, I don't blame Amazon for it. I didn't do enough research onto what was a good video and what was not. The same background that I used to make my prepping videos, okay, with all my prepping gear in the back, is not conducive to making Amazon videos. So what I did is I got me a fake wall. It looks like a brick wall. It's real pretty looking. It's just a background. And that's how have all my prepper stuff covered up. And it looks like a nice brick wall in the background where I'm making my videos. What I did last time, which was just silly, I got a baby blue blanket, and I spread it out, and then I blurred all the other stuff that I didn't want seen after the fact. And half the time, the product I was wanting to review was getting blurred out. So I wasn't doing a good job. So I've watched a couple hours worth of videos on how to present the product. And it's stuff that I already have and talk about. So it's like I've read these books. This candy, for example. I'm in love with this Prince of Peace candy, ginger candy. I buy these they come in 10-pound or 1-pound bags. I buy 10 of them at a time. They're delicious. So I know my products that I like, and it's products I've already have. So I've done some reviews on them, and I'm going to edit them and repost it and edit them, reevaluate it, make sure they sound good, clip it, make it pretty, and resubmit it. You have 3 tries to do it. So I failed the first time. I take most steps seriously. So, okay, well, I'm an Amazon influencer now. I didn't even know I needed to do this because I love making videos. I like chit-chatting with people. And I like chit-chatting with products that I use. So the 3 products that I used, and maybe it wasn't the best idea, was a FLIR breach, which is the thermal imager. And I think what I said wrong was that you're going to wear a FLIR, which I mentioned another product, which I don't think I should have done that. And 2, I had the breach on the mount where I put it on my helmet. I should have taken that mount off. And 2, you can't let the barcodes be seen at all. Or 3 or 4, whatever number that is, I forget. But all in all, I mean, I do own a FLIR breach. I love my FLIR breach. FLIR makes great products. It's sad that they really quit making products for personal use. They used to have some pretty cool thermal scopes. The breach is a thermal imager. And looking through the picture, it's beautiful. I mean, it's got that 320 core, and that's more than enough to do surveillance. And you can change the colors on it. And to me, it's beautiful. I don't know how many animals can see in thermal, or that's just a man thing that we've done. But you see the heat signatures of things. And it's fun to watch, especially if someone's walking barefooted and it's in their body, and you can see where the heat in their body to the earth. Or if you sleep down on the ground for a few minutes and got up, you could see where your heat was on the body, on the ground. Or one of my puppies went number one, you could see the heat signature and so forth. And two, the other two videos that were some t-shirts of K-pop demon hunters. And this is where I messed up using the to nullify the background. I was nullifying the t-shirts. But like I said, I spent several hours watching some folks that have made videos that have gotten accepted. Because if I mess up a third time, I have to start all over, completely all over, redo everything. So I'm gonna do the best I can this time. I got the background. I already know how to talk. I know these videos probably won't be posted on YouTube. These are videos for Amazon to like go over products. Like, hey, I really like this product, and you should like it too, because it makes you cool, kind of thing. Here's the bottom line, though. You have to own the product or have the product in your possession to do a review on it. You can't just do a fake review on a product that you don't have. So there's no $20,000 NVG that I'm going to do a product on. And sadly, my high-priced thermal optic, my Halo LR, they have the new model that has a IR laser attached to it. Of course, that's 2,000 extra bucks. Thing goes for $9,000 now. They don't have the original even on Amazon. But I'm not going to pay $9,000 just to review a Halo LR with the IR laser. That's where you need to. But I have the product listed on my Suburban Prepper. Why? Because I like Halo. It's a great thermal optic. And yeah, I shot it off my 50. The way it gets mounted, it doesn't make any difference. The digital doesn't affect it. So we're stuck behind the train. This is usually a 10-minute train, 5 minutes maybe. They're not going so fast. But it's only 7:41, so I'm not going to be running late. Oh. Commerce, folks. CN.ca. That's like Canadian. You ever wonder what they're hauling? And they're not traveling that fast. They have all these things covered in plastic sheets. I don't know what it is. All of it's covered in plastic sheets. It's like they don't want you to see what they are. Looks like some type of building material. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, you could tell it looks like building material, like a wooden structure or a metallic structure. Somebody's moving some gear around. Trains are great. And I like to watch them. They're fun to watch. I quit counting trains. Canadian National. There we go. Now we got some round things. I don't know what they are. Spools of something, it looks like. And more covered things. I mean, this is commerce. Trains are commerce. Yeah. And then they have the grain ones where they put the grain on top, whatever it is, corn or wheat, I don't know. And then the bottom of the train, the part that hits the track, they have a ton of those, and they make those locally apparently. I bypass the company every day where they make the parts of the rail that goes down. I don't know how many companies make those. Pretty amazing. Then I think these are the ones that transport oil or something. They're Procore Prox 93074. I don't know what's in them. Do you? They look like submarines almost, if you think about it. Little submarines. Hmm. Beautiful, isn't it? Guy next to me is playing his rap music. I can hardly hear what he's saying. I just scooted up. I didn't want to talk to him. You ever just look at the trains and you see some of the graffiti that people, and some of it's pretty. I don't care what you say. Some of the graffiti is pretty, but I don't know what the point of reference is. That's the problem. We don't know what the point of reference is. It's so localized, but nobody knows who these people are. So why would make something beautiful that people can look at and say, ah, yes, that's that town. Not about ESAK. I know that you shouldn't. I mean, people do that anyway on these trains, but if you're gonna make it pretty. I don't know. Is it paint? Is it chalk? Looks like paint to me. If it's chalk, it wouldn't stay on. What do you think? Does that bother you? That someone writes graffiti on the choo-choo trains on the spots? Not for me, not so much. I don't know if these messages are vile or vitriol or not. I don't know what these messages mean. Like someone's initials mean nothing. Different culture, I guess. And the train is done. I'm already in drive, ready to go. Time is 7:47. That was just a 6-minute train. That wasn't that bad. God forbid I show up to work late. I feel like I'm under the microscope there, because they throw so many patients at me now. So here's my plan. I'm gonna work till my minimum retirement age for the sake of my sanity. And then get out. And hopefully I'll be a more established YouTuber and an Amazon storefront salesman, whatever, as a supplement. And I'll volunteer one day a week at a free clinic, providing care to kids and moms and dads, anyone else who needs it. That's what I would like to do. That's what I'd like to think I would do as a nurse practitioner. I don't believe in saying the word giving back, because I worked hard as hell. No one gave me anything. So I don't play that urban term, give it back. Give what back to someone? God has blessed me. People that I give things to or do things for free did not bless me. Here's the thing that if I do something for somebody, I don't want it to be noted. I don't seek. I know what I did for somebody. One time we had a veteran thing, and one of the girls or the guys didn't have any money to get their kids gifts. So guess what I did? I spent probably $500-600. I don't even know who it was, but I knew I made some kid happy. I know it was a fellow veteran in need for Christmas. They didn't need to know who I was. I didn't even ask who they were. The girl that does that, she's a girl. She's a fellow veteran. I'm not calling her condescending. If you call me a boy, it wouldn't offend me. So you do good deeds just to do them, just to help someone. The thanks is knowing that you help somebody with something. That makes sense? On the other hand, yeah, I'm on Amazon. I'm on YouTube. I make videos. I want you to watch my videos. You watch my videos and you got to watch the commercials that come with it. And I make a little bit of money. And I give out good information. I give out solid information. I give out solid opinions backed on my opinions. Yeah, Amazon is the ultimate in mid-level whatever. Here's the problem. When you think like that, a lot of these smaller companies, they just sell. They quit being mom and pop stores, and they do it through Amazon. So you're saying if you don't like Amazon, a lot of these companies have to resort to Amazon to sell their product to stay alive. That's no different than you having to pay taxes on property that you would rent or own or for. Is it? They still get their piece of the pie. Amazon gets their piece of the pie. No, the Amazon's not government. Well, you can also do it on eBay, Etsy, or whatever. But like it or not, Amazon knows how to deliver that package better than FedEx or the UPS or the Postal Service. Sometimes they do use the other elements to deliver it. Is it a monopoly? I don't know if you want to call it a monopoly, because Amazon is just one company. The products that they sell are from different companies. Yeah, Amazon's its own products. Like I have some rechargeable batteries that are made there from Amazon, but there's other companies that sell stuff. So it's giving someone a chance to make a mom and pop store to have a storefront on Amazon to sell their own products. That does exist, but you have to do the research. Today's Tuesday. A little secret about Tuesdays. I see patients all morning, then I have paperwork time and admin time in the afternoon. No, I don't waste my time. I stay till the end of the shift and work. I have to get every single minute out to do stuff. And I call it putting out fires. And no, sometimes I don't feel like I get the support that I need from management or my staff. Just because a patient says that they want to talk to me about an issue that I have nothing to do with, I don't have to. The nurse can handle that. There's some things that I cannot resolve. I'm not a administrative person. I'm not a benefits advisor. I'm a medical practitioner. So that's my thoughts, and my thoughts alone. The time is 7:54. I got 6 minutes to get to work. I don't know who's coming in today at work. The problem is I have to see, we don't have a women's health practitioner right now, the full-blown women's health provider. I was supposed to be the backup. And now, since we don't have one, I get bombastic. This light here, I've gotten 3 tickets for. I just stop. I don't trust. And so does everybody else, apparently. See, it seems like, okay, I turned, and it turns yellow. It's like they do it on purpose. I hope I didn't get another ticket just then. You can't fight the city with this. I work in a town called Chicago Heights. It's basically it's my work hometown from now on. I've been here forever now. I am a member of the medical community in this town, like it or not. So it is personal to me. These people's lives, these fellow veterans' lives that I take care of, this is what I've chosen. It's what I want to do. Yeah, I get frustrated. Who doesn't? Because I'm just a human. No. The honestly, all politics stays out of my room. I don't care if you're right wing, left wing, or Superman, Batman, DCU, MCU, Star Wars, or Star Trek. None of that plays in my room. It's just medical. Of course, Star Trek, by the way. I know that MCU, DCU is not political. It's a cartoon. So no, I haven't watched any of the. I've watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Strange New Worlds this season. I want to save them. I like Star Trek. Okay, I want to save these episodes throughout the next year because that's all I'm going to get for the next year, basically, are these episodes. I know the season's already over, and I don't. I used to like watch the episode and listen to the guy's comment about it. Guy from England, Scotland. He's got that beautiful accent. But I haven't watched these videos. And he has the dolphin and the ups and the downs. And I haven't watched any of that yet. Well, this is Suburban Prepper. Check it out. This is survival. This is resilience. This is Suburban Prepper.